what we do in this mission is basically we help people who are in custody from the Chicago Police Department or Cook County Jail, also people who are in custody with the Homeland Security, and we get involved in many other civil rights. Our mission in the mission is creating hope for those without hope. Also, we are fighting for the immigration reform. Besides that, we are a church, belong to the Episcopal Diocese of Chicago, but our primary task is to take the preferential auction for the poor. Myself, if you want to know, I came to Chicago in 1990, and I get to be an organizer almost since that time. When I left El Salvador was the Civil War. Basically myself, I was with FML for about 9 years. I started when I was like 9 years old, and then I was there for 9 years until the last offensive in 1989 when we took it over almost San Salvador. And then I came to United States as a political refugee. When I get involved, my parents, they were monitored by the militaries, and basically my father, but I have another uncle that he took us like he's like our father. After my father, we didn't have no choice. You know, we went to the jungle because we were suffering persecution from the militaries, and maybe from the only thing that the families were participating, our families in the faith-based communities, that was a threat to the government at that time. The things that makes me do the things that I do now, social activism or luchador social, is because I saw that in my mother, in my family. My mother always told us that the kingdom of God is peace, justice, and love. Here in El Salvador, we are very poor. We have to work in the farms. We don't have a freedom. We don't have an even love, peace, and justice, and then we need to get organized and fight for that. Do you know? And I hope so. When you guys grow up, we'll do the same thing, and this is what we're doing here. Do you know? United States now, in the communities that we are working, the situation here in Chicago is very difficult now for the immigrant community in general. Do you know? No matter if you are European American immigrant or Haitian or Central America or Mexican, now the situation is very difficult. And then naturally the work that we do, the activism now, is coming for that, because we see a lot of people that doesn't have a freedom. Do you know? You are undocumented in this country. You have to be hiding all the time from the police, immigration. You are abusing your place where you work. In El Salvador, I live only 20 years, and now in United States I have been here for 20 more years, and then I have like two life. And I feel that the first times when I went, I didn't like it at all. I stayed one week, 15 days, and I wanted to come back to Chicago. You know, I felt the conflict. I wanted to be there, but I wanted to be here. But now when I go, after keeping going and see how El Salvador have been developing, I like more there than here. When I go there, I don't want to come back.